Hello everybody, well, what am I saying? Well, talking about stadiums, talking about talking about Sun Life. Well, I heard so many things about this building an MLS team here in Miami, Florida. What Beckham would be, or what it's called. I don't know if it's called after a TV show called Miami Vice. The basketball team was planning to be called Miami Vice before it was called the Miami Heat. But you know, that was back then when Miami Vice was there, the TV show. As I wonder, you know what? Joe Robbie Stadium, Pro Player Stadium, Dolphins Stadium, now the Sun Life Stadium. And what would be the perfect name for that stadium? Just not to build another stadium. That'll be so stupid if the MLS tried to... You know what? The best name for that stadium would be Virgin Stadium. Why Virgin? Because Virgin is a British company. So, it's like, you know, sorry about that, you know, I may just forgive them for what they have done over there offshore drilling in the Gulf Coast. You know, the British Petroleum, BP, you know, offshore drilling and all the mess they did. Well, just like every Brit, they want to just take over a place, so they want to put there around the Miami port of Miami or something like that. I don't agree with that. Maybe I might just write that petition about changing the name from Sun Life to Virgin. Virgin Stadium is the perfect name change. Why Virgin? Virgin has Airlines, it's a British company. It's in Britain, you know. Even though they started with a record, with a music store in London, England. They call it their Virgin in the business of this, so the Virgin name was stuck. They have Virgin Mobile, Virgin Bank, so even Virgin Airlines, and the owner's a British guy. So naming the stadium what is called it was opened up back in 1987. It was called Joe Robbie, from Joe Robbie to various names to Land Shark to Dolphin to Pro Player and Sun Life and now to Virgin. I think it makes perfect sense, because calling the stadium Virgin Stadium, that'll be better off. That Beckham should get the stadium, you know, call it Virgin Stadium. So the same stadium, even though I went to a soccer game, you know, at Virgin Stadium, Sun Life Stadium now, but Virgin Stadium could be a lot better, because they fill out. The stadium was packed. It was so packed that, you know, it won't even fit nobody. Not even a Dolphins game could be fit in that in Virgin Stadium. Yeah, Virgin Stadium. That's what we call it. You guys play soccer, I'm better off calling it Virgin Stadium. Sun Life, what it's called now. You know, but people are sitting out at Sun Life Stadium. But I went to my friend's house all the way with my bicycle. Long ass bike ride again, way long ass bike ride. All the way I passed by Sun Life, what is supposed to be called Virgin Stadium pretty soon. remodeling the stadium and changing the name of the stadium, ready for the MLS and bringing the MLS to Miami, that would be pretty neat. That would be pretty neat to bring soccer. So, Virgin Stadium, that's what it's called. Even though there's a petition coming up, and I'm gonna send you another video why I'm gonna write the petition about Virgin Stadium, changing the name from Sun Life to Virgin. You know, it has become various names since it was called Joe Robbie Stadium when it first opened. You know, Virgin Stadium started as Joe Robbie Stadium, and it's, for a matter of fact, it's the perfect name for that stadium. So if it's a British guy, David Beckham, he's from England, want to start an MLS team, then a British company should take over of the what is known back then as Joe Robbie Stadium to be called Virgin Stadium. Virgin is a British company. So, I mean, in behalf of everybody who could agree with me, I think Virgin Stadium is the perfect name. It absolutely sounds terrific, because naming a stadium after a British company, let a British company take the rights of the Sun Life Stadium and call it Virgin Stadium. Yeah, I know what it is. I remember this was back then. It was Joe Robbie. You know, just passed by Virgin Stadium. So if Virgin Stadium is the home of the Miami Dolphins, then how long did the Miami Dolphins play in Virgin? The Miami Dolphins played in Virgin when they opened up in 1987. They opened up Virgin Stadium in 1987. Yeah, it's the same place, Virgin Stadium. And at Virgin Stadium, you have the first MLS soccer team based in Miami. That's their stadium. That's their home stadium for it's gonna be Virgin Stadium. So, what I beg for all you people out there, if you think Virgin would be a perfect name, just not to build we already have American Airlines Arena for the Miami Heat. Why build one in the Port of Miami? You have the one that the Dolphins are playing right now, and changing it to be called Virgin Stadium. The remodeling of the Virgin Stadium could be great, and that's where the MLS team will play, at Virgin Stadium. So if you could agree with me, if you would agree, is Virgin a right name? I mean, it's quite evidence that I think, you know, British takeover is a perfect example, because I could agree that that stadium should be called Virgin, so that MLS team will play in the same stadium where the Miami Dolphins play, because once again, you're gonna fill the pack in Virgin Stadium, because when I went to the Colombia versus Brazil, the Virgin Stadium was packed. Yeah, Virgin Stadium was packed. So, what it is for the inauguration of the remodeling of Sun Life Stadium, Virgin Stadium, that was what it's supposed to be called, then they will go and buy tickets at Virgin Stadium, and then Virgin Stadium will be packed, more packed than the Miami Dolphins, an MLS team packed at Virgin Stadium. So, I mean, I might just wonder what is, you know, happening today in the sports world. So, I mean, if you could agree with me that Virgin is the perfect name, I could accept it, and I could agree that one of these days we will see the Miami Dolphins playing live from Virgin Stadium. The Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills here in Miami at Virgin Stadium. Yeah, and then with the MLS team, you know, the the Galaxy, the Los Angeles Galaxy against the Miami Vice, or whatever the name of that Miami soccer team called at Virgin. Los Angeles Galaxy against the Miami, whatever the MLS team called here in Miami, live at Virgin Stadium here in Miami. So that's I think that's the name of. I think it kind of makes perfect sense to be calling the stadium from Sun Life to Virgin Stadium. I believe that is the greatest idea. Then whatever when David Beckham heard that they're gonna change the name from Sun Life to Virgin Stadium, like he's a British himself, saying that a British company is taking over what was called Joe Robbie Stadium back in '87, when that stadium to be called Virgin Stadium. Then he'll make a stadium. I mean, he'll put the team, the Miami Vice or Miami Sharks, or whatever that Miami-based MLS team will be called. Say he'll open up inauguration at Virgin Stadium. Well, what is called now Sun Life Stadium. I will come out with a video with a petition of renaming the Sun Life Stadium for Virgin Stadium to, prevent building a stadium at the near the port of Miami, and to keep the stadium for the Miami Dolphins that the MLS soccer team could play, and call it the Sun Life Stadium to Virgin Stadium, because Virgin is a British company. So goodbye.